folks, Bob Sellers here. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in here on Hook, Line, and Singer. Hope you'll like and subscribe and share this video. Today got something really neat. This is a Winchester Model 70 in a 270 Winchester Short Magnum. Stainless steel gun. This is a camouflage stock, the original that came on it. I don't know if this was a special order or what, but I have never been able to find one like it since, and I have searched. In fact, I was hoping to replace the stock because I've gotten some. It come with a sticky feel to it, and over the past 20 years or so that I've probably had this gun, that sticky is kind of worn off and gotten kind of strange. But it's a good stock. But anyway, I was considering selling this rifle because I could not find ammo for it. Since about 2000, when the ammo shortage hit, I've just not been able to find any ammo for it at all. But that all changed the other day. Well, I could find some. I found some at one place, 2 or 3 different offerings, and it was like $70 to $80 and $90 a box. I wasn't paying that when I've got other things I can kill a deer with. Academy Sports in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, had this Winchester Deer Season XP ammo, and only $55 a box. I say only, yeah, that's a lot, but relatively it's not. This is kind of historically been some more expensive ammo. There's just not a lot of it produced anymore. Some of the modern cartridges like 6.8 Western, which is basically identical, but it's the modern newest thing. And so the 270 Winchester Short Magnum is one of those cartridges that's kind of fell by the wayside. In fact, all of the Short Magnums have up to the 300. It's still doing pretty good because it's still kind of unique in its category, in spite of 300 Ultra Mag and 300 PRC and all that good stuff. It doesn't have near the recoil and such as those rifles, and it's still in that extremely short action offering, and it performs right up there with them. So that cartridge has been pretty good. I understand that the 350, which I've never had any experience with, but the 350 Winchester Short Magnum has done pretty well as also. But today, I don't have the scope that I've had on this gun for years, so I've got to re-zero this scope. I'm not real crazy about this one, to be honest with you. It's a Vortex Copperfield 4 to 12 by 44. I've killed plenty of deer with this scope on another rifle, so it'll do the job. It's just not as clear. I'm spoiled to Leupold optics, and I had a beautiful aluminum finished Leupold Vari X3 to 10 by 50 on here that I sold when I thought I was going to be selling this rifle. I've toyed with the idea of selling the rifle just because I couldn't find ammo and I don't reload anymore. I thought I would trade it and get something else. But anyway, I haven't done that, and since ammo's trying to come back around a little bit, I may not. This Deer Season XP, this is 130 grain round, by the way. Hopefully it performs in this Winchester Short Magnum like it does in my 270 Winchester. 1/2 inch and less groups with not the steadiest of rest at 100 yards. We're changing that today. We've got the steadiest of rest. This is my new Caldwell lead sled DFT2. This will actually be my first time to use it. I'm excited about that. It just makes a solid rest, and you can adjust it precisely while you're here. You just turn that knob counterclockwise to lower the barrel, and turn it clockwise to raise the barrel. You even got another little adjustment for elevation back here that you can make if you want to do something precise and not get your hand off from back here. And then you can adjust the elevation left and right precisely with this knob here, and you can lock it all down there. You can slide this whole thing back and forth to fit whatever gun that you're using. It has an open slot in the middle if you want to use an AR and leave the big 30 round magazine in it, or an AK, something like that. It'll fit down between this slot here. They offer some lead weights that go in here that really solidify it. But this thing is awesome. I'm excited about trying it out for the first time. And also excited about getting the old Winchester Model 70. This is the only Winchester rifle I've ever owned. I bought this rifle about 20, 25 years ago, and I've loved this gun. It shoots great. It has for me in the past. Let's see how these Winchester Deer Season XPs perform in it. I have a target set up at about 20 yards. The first thing I'm going to do is bore sight this scope. And how you do that with a bolt action gun is just simply remove the bolt, you eyeball it, you line up the rifle. If you can see the light, you just look down the barrel and put that on the target as close as you can, and then you just come up and you put that scope, you dial that scope to match whatever you're aiming at on here, and that should get you close. So let's bore sight it right quick, and then we'll fire off around here at about 22 yards just to make sure that everything lines up. I'm going to use some of that old ammo that I had. This is Federal Premium Nozzler Ballistic Tip 130 grain round, just to get us on paper here. I've drawn me a black target on that paper down there. I'm going to try to find that in the barrel here. There we are. Looks about centered up as well as I can do it like this. Now look through that scope. All right, we're actually pretty close. It looks to be a little bit high. The windage left and right looks good. I don't want to put it, well, at 20 yards, I probably want to put it pretty close to center. I don't know, I'd have to look at a ballistic chart to know what the impact is at 20 yards. I'm going to put it about center and just see what happens. Boy, this makes this so nice. All right, I'm going to send one right there. Bolt back in. This is the smoothest action on any gun I've ever owned. It's just like butter. Hit me some ears in here. This is a big old boy. Don't let that little short case fool you. Oh, another advantage of this Caldwell lead sled, they're supposed to reduce recoil by up to 95%. That's probably if you have weights in here. But anyway, it's got a lot of padding right here. I'm going to go without anything. I've told you in previous videos about my bad shoulder. I usually use some padding when I'm just shooting. But let's see what happens here. Round number one. This Winchester has that 3-position Mauser style safety. Back is safety on, middle you can operate your bolt, and all the way forward, the gun will fire. All right. We definitely hit that bullseye. There it is. It's right there. It had a hole in the center. You can see I darkened that. But that's that 270 short mag hole right there. Let's go ahead and back it out to 100 yards now and see what kind of groups we can get with this new ammo. Winchester Deer Season XP 130 grain and 270 Winchester short mag. Whew, it is hot. I know I am sweaty. I want to go ahead and load up 3 here. Lower left. That's my last Temu target. I gotta order some more. It's the end of May. Maybe they'll be here by deer season. All right, let's send this one. Ooh, way high. But it was near the top left target. So I'm going to leave it, continue to aim where I was, see what kind of group we can get. I can't see that one, but I think it's just off the paper. Maybe about an inch from that first one. Number 3. Boy, this thing's got a love, this rifle. Barrel cool down time. Let's go see what happened. Here is our target. I was aiming here, hitting here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inches high. And I'll say 1.5 inches left. Now, here's those 3 shots right there. Those last 2, boy, they were right in there, almost same hole, 0.23. However, that first one is out here at 1.3. All right, let's adjust our scope and work a little harder on our shooting and see what we can do. Gonna come back down to this target now. So we were 7.5 inches high, 1/4 MOA. So let's go down 30 clicks. Go to the right 6. Let's load 3 more. Go ahead and send them. You know, this is not precision shooting. We're not doing cold barrel stuff. Let me tell you, in this weather, that would be impossible. Let's try 3 more now, aiming at that same lower left target. Ooh. Telling y'all, this thing's a beast. That's still on the edge of the paper left. I'm gonna move it. Then send 2 more. To the right would be counterclockwise. Go 4 clicks. Can't see that one. Well, I don't see either one of those. Let's go check it out. First shot was right there. Second 2, again, are touching right there. Why did it come down and go back 1.5 inches to the right? Unless that's just a product of the barrel warming, those bullets wandering a little bit, but it's still interesting that they would be touching right there. I'm gonna adjust it. We're exactly 2 inches low and 1.5 inches to the right. Huh. I made a few more adjustments. Let's see what we can get this time. Boy, that barrel's fairly warm, but it is what it is. Bottom right target. Good squeeze. I think I see one now. Close to the bullseye, relatively. Let's fire one more. Let's go check it out. Well, that group, the average for center, I guess you could say the scope is on. I've got one that is dead center. I mean, you can't get much more center than that. Then the problem is I've got one out there, an inch, and then one out there about 2 inches. Right under 2. I mean, which is not bad at 100 yards. Obviously, you're aiming at a deer's vitals, you're gonna drop it right there. But at 200 yards, theoretically, that group doubles to 4 inches. Then you're talking that way. 300 yards, 6 inches. Big difference. I'm going to let my barrel cool and see if we can get a little better group right up here in this top right target. All right, I've got a cool down barrel now. We're going to do our best to get a decent group of 3 out of this ammo. I have cleaned up my target. I think I'll go bottom right. Didn't feel real good about that shot. Kind of surprised me while I was still dialing in. Tell y'all, this trigger, you just breathe on it. I love that though. I did not see where that went, by the way, which usually isn't a good thing. See where that. Just left a bullseye. That case was a little hard to eject there. Let's go ahead and send another. See where that one is. Let's go check it out. You know, I'm afraid I've got 2 really close together again and 1 outlier. If so, I don't really I know how to explain that, but let's go confirm. Yeah, so, you know, again, it's right at a 1.6 inch group. Not great. I mean, compared to that 308, we're into the 0.7s, right at 0.70, right there, center to center, in a weight bullet that rifle doesn't even like. But it is what it is. That's the only ammo I have available right now. Just out of curiosity, I may let that barrel cool down again and shoot some of those old Federal nozzle ballistic tips. Oh, it's hot. My goodness, it's hot. It is summer time. Hey, that's a wrap. That was fun, a lot of fun. Anytime guns are involved, it's fun, right? Love blasting the bang bangs. Anyway, that's it for the Winchester Deer Season XP 130 grain ammo for a 270 Winchester short Magnum. Overall, not blown away. It, you know, is it good enough for deer hunting? Especially where I hunt, where shots are always within 200 yards, normally 250 tops. Absolutely, absolutely. And that bullet is supposed to perform really well as far as expansion and weight retention and that sort of thing. I was so excited the way that it grouped in my 270 Winchester that I had high hopes for that Winchester Short Mag 270, but because that's the only ammo I can find for that rifle. So with that, it is what it is. My son Will is really wanting that gun. I don't know. We may strike a deal. Although I've already given him one of my favorite guns, a Browning A-bolt with a nice Leupold 50mm scope with an adjustable objective in 7mm 08. Man, that's a sweet, sweet little gun. Maybe he might want to trade back. I doubt it. I'm kidding. I gave him that gun. That's his first deer rifle for his 10th birthday. I hope that he won't ever part with that one. Oh, on the Caldwell lead sled DFT2, thumbs up, thumbs up. Very, very impressed. Worth the money. Got a good deal on that one, and it came with a torque wrench, which was really cool. That was a special. Midway USA was running. Hey, I mentioned Midway a lot on this account. I know we're still kind of small, but Midway, if you're out there listening, I could use some help here. I've spent a lot of money with you through the years. I appreciate you guys as always for watching. Just remember, wherever you are, God loves you. In fact, he loves you so much that he sent his one and only begotten Son to die on Calvary's cross so that you and I could accept him and therefore have everlasting life with him and in heaven forever times forever. I hope and pray that you all know that Jesus is Lord and Savior of your life, and that heaven is your eternal home. If I can ever help you with that type of stuff, be sure and get in touch with me. I would be more than glad to talk to you about that. May the good Lord bless you, and until next time, I will catch you later. Bye.